Hi guys, so this is going to be my boys version of unique place names that I think would make amazing baby name choices. This video was a little bit inspired by Kim Kardashian and Kanye West naming their new daughter Chicago, and of course after that I thought, you know, what other place names have not been discovered that would make cool baby names? So I decided to take a look at the globe and came up with some names for girls and some names for boys that are really undiscovered as baby names that I think would work with modern trends. So these are my boys' names. None of these names are in the top 1,000. In fact, most of them were given to less than 5 boys in 2016, which is the last year we have data for. So comment in the comments below what your favorite place names are, and I'm just going to get into the boys' names list. So the first name I have on this list is York. York is a city in England and was only used 12 times in the US in 2016. It also has the association of New York City in the United States, and York fits in with the one-syllable named of short, kind of snappy names like Jack, Cole, and Max that are all popular right now. The next name I have is Tripoli. Tripoli is a city in Libya and was used for less than 5 boys in the US in 2016. Tripoli comes from Greek and means 3 cities. So I think it would be kind of an interesting choice for a third child, and you could get the nickname Trip, which would make it a little bit more accessible, usable for parents. The next name I have is Kyoto. Kyoto is a Japanese city, and again this was given to less than 5 boys in the US in 2016. Kyoto means capital. You might have heard of this city in reference to the Kyoto Protocol, which was an international agreement that had to do with climate change. Kyoto fits in with names like Kylo and Otto and Kaisen. It has that KY beginning and that O ending, so I think it would fit in well with modern boys' names. The next name I have is Oxford. Oxford is a city in England and it was only used 7 times in the US in 2016. It's an English name that means from the oxen crossing, and I think this would be such a cool place name choice, and you have the option of using the nickname Ford, which is a name that's been gaining popularity, so I think it would be kind of a cool choice. Then I have Conakry. Conakry is a city in Guinea and it was used less than 5 times in 2016. Conakry would be a cool Connor alternative, or could even honor a Connor. It just has a really cool sound. I really like saying it, Conakry. I think it would make a very cool choice for a modern baby. The next name I have is Manchester. Manchester is in England and it was used less than 5 times in 2016, which surprised me because there are 2 popular football, or as we say here, soccer teams from Manchester, and it could also be used to honor a Chester. There are lots of nickname possibilities for the name Manchester, like Manny, Chet, or Chess. There's probably some that I'm missing as well, but I think this would be a very, very cool name, and I'm sure it's probably a lot more popular in England and Wales. The next name I have is Oslo. Oslo is in Norway. It's actually the capital city of Norway. It was used 12 times in the US in 2016. I think this would be a very, very cool way to honor your Norwegian heritage. And it fits in with names like Arlo and Otto that are coming back into style in the US. The next name I have is one I'm actually really surprised is not more popular in the US, because it is so easy for English speakers to pronounce and say because we are so familiar with it, and that is Tokyo. Tokyo is the capital city of Japan, and it was used less than 5 times in the US in 2016. I'm surprised that it's not on the map for baby names already. It is one of the largest cities in the world. It's the capital of Japan. It has an appealing sound with that EO ending. I think it would be a very cool choice for adventurous parents. The next name I have is Cypress. Cypress was used 10 times in the US in 2016. Cyprus is an island in the Mediterranean, and I think this name has such a cool sound. I've actually loved this name since I was a teenager. I think it would make a great choice for parents with Mediterranean heritage or who are looking for a cool name to get the nickname Cy. Cyprus comes from an ancient word meaning copper. The next name I have is Rome. Rome is obviously an Italian city, a very, very ancient city. It was used 142 times in the US in 2016, and I think this makes a great Roman alternative now that Roman is in the top 100 at number 98 in the US. Rome kind of sounds a little bit more fresh and cool, and it has that one syllable sound that would make a really interesting middle name choice as well, I think. And then I have Athens. Athens is, of course, the capital of Greece. It was only used 7 times for boys in the US in 2016. It just has a very strong, bold sound that I think would be a cool choice for a little boy. Athena is rising in popularity for girls, so I definitely think Athens could work for a little boy. The next name I have is Cayman. The Cayman Islands are in the Caribbean. This name was given to 20 boys in 2016, and I think Cayman definitely fits in with some trendy names like Caden or even Kaysen. It has a popular sound, but it definitely has a little bit of that Caribbean flair because of the association with the Cayman Islands. And then I have Galway. Galway is in Ireland. I debated using Dublin or Galway. I think either would make a good, interesting name, place name choice. Galway was given to less than 5 boys in the US in 2016. It's an Irish place, and it's also the name of an American poet. I love G names for boys, and I think this one has a very spunky sound, and because of the W-A-Y ending, it could honor a Waylon or a Wayne or any name that has that W-A-Y beginning. So let me know in the comments what your personal favorite place names are and what your favorites were from this list. In the girls video, I asked if you had to name a boy and a girl using only place names as the first and the middles, what would you name them? And if you didn't get a chance to answer that question on the girls video, you could answer it in the comments here if you want to. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't seen the girls video, I will link it in the description box below so you guys can go check that out. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, I need to learn how to say that word. Can I get through Albany, Andorra, Aquitaine, and Corsica at least? It's one part for girls and one part for boys, and I am going to start with the girls. I totally just said one fart for boys. Video into 2 parts, 1 part for girls, 1 part for boys, like I usually. 1 fart for girls and 1 fart for boys. I can't bite it. Oh, that's a yucky sound. Half of my heart is in Havana. It was used less than 5 times. Is Tokyo the capital? What is the capital city of Japan?